Howdy folks, today let's talk about the NF Audio NA2 Plus. They're I think a one dynamic driver IEM made of reasonably nice metal shells, extruded 2-pin. We have a little front vent right over here. And here's the problem really. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about these because, let me just flip over to the graph. Before I forget, we have the box, and we have stuff like this, reasonable selection of tips, and a cable, which is like okay, I guess. Not my favorite cable in the world, but probably usable. So, that's all well and good, and I forget what the price of these is. Maybe like $100. I could probably look it up, but people could look it up, but they're not going to get a recommendation, and here's why. So I graphed these up, and that graph looks like, it's not the worst graph ever, but here's the problem, right? So we're going to measure from the mid-range to the top peak right here, which is almost 14 decibels. The first ear gain peak is at 12, and here's the thing. These are not edemotic. You cannot shove these past your second bend in your ear, which would let you tune in, say, 10 decibels of ear gain. They're not like that. These are more of a shallow fit type of IM, and these just shout and are piercy and like, come on, do some more work tuning these guys. And not even close to enough bass to counteract that amount of upper end, like high mids and presence region. I like the extension. It seems pretty reasonable up to like 20K, but just no, just a big no. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to open these guys. So let me pause the video, and I don't really want to do this on video, but I'm going to go ahead and open the shells and we'll take a little look inside. Hang on. All right, so here we go. Let's see if I could get these open here. Yeah. So what I did was I have a hot air station. Oh, there's glue on here. And so that's for soldering, surface soldering. Cranked it up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Got a little X-Acto knife right in this thing here. Can't see shit, but let's see. Get them out. There we go. All right, so here's what we see. Let me just zoom in here. All right, and that's what we see. So, pretty cool. We can see here that they included a little bit of a spongy material, probably to stop internal wave reflections from the back of the driver. We can see that we have looks to me like that's not a covering, that's just part of the driver, an orange type of shell, and a little possibly capacitor right there. And that's about it. So that's kind of cool. Number 210 according to that. And I'm sure this one's exactly the same, so I won't worry about that. But anyways, that's an interesting driver. It's orange and 10 millimeter. And so after tuning stuff for a while, I've noticed that absolutely the back shell can cause reflections. Back shell can cause reflections here. And so this damping helps prevent that. Also, you can cut a hole in the back shell right on the other side of the driver back vent, and you can basically vent that directly out the shell, which then you don't need to put foamy material in there. But rather simple build, basically effective, but unfortunately the tuning is not up to spec. So other than that, let's see what we can find in here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we got a foamy. And and a little damper on top of the foamy. So I suspect if I take at least the foam out, let's see, probably can't get the damper back in there properly, but let's see. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. I messed it up there a little bit. Well, let's see. Yeah. The only reason I'm doing that is because why not go ahead and do a little measurement without the foam in there. Let's see, we need a tippity tip. We'll use just a rando let sure tip here. Put that in our coupler right there. And run a little measurement up here. So we're going to go flip over to the desktop here and see what we end up with. I don't suspect very much, maybe a little bit with removing the foam. Yeah, it does something. All right. Okay, so takes a little edge off that and adds a little more bass for some reason. But anyways, at this point we're like 15 or 16 decibels of ear gain presence region, so really not going to work for me at all. But in any case, thanks NF Audio for sending me these. That was fun. And tell your tuner guy that 14 decibels of anything in the treble range is absolutely a no-go. Right on. Talk to you in the next one.